The High School Sports Beat is brought to you by Alfred State College, where within 6 months of graduating, an astonishing 99% are working or furthering their studies. At Alfred State, they stress project-based learning, where students work on real-world problems and learn how to think, not what to think. Visit alfredstate.edu.
Sports. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's how we roll. It's wins and losses, highs and lows. It's effort, respect, and dedication. The High School Sports Beat. Sports. It's who we are.
Hello everybody and welcome to the High School Sports Beat brought to you by Alfred State College. I'm Dave Yates. Welcome to our 9th season premiere. We begin our look at Section 5 sports this week with our opening story, brought to you by Sticky Lips Barbecue and Juke Joint. Sticky Lips Barbecue Juke Joint, New York State's largest barbecue restaurant right here in Rochester. See our menu and live music calendar at StickyLipsBBQ.com. Sticky Lips BBQ, Jefferson Road in Henrietta. We start this season off with a couple of stories from the summer, beginning with a special Night of Champions at Frontier Field. Section 5 softball and baseball were well represented, and we were on hand for the celebration.
A night to celebrate. The Rochester Red Wings invited Section 5 softball and baseball champions to Frontier Field for one special evening.
It was cool. I didn't know this was a thing, and it's awesome to see all these people supporting us.
How does this feel for you?
It's pretty great. I mean, seeing all the teams that won sectionals here is pretty cool to have everybody that won in Section 5. I mean, I don't know, it's a great feeling, and I'm very excited to get out there on the field.
What was it like when you got the invitation? What were your first thoughts?
Kind of taken back, honestly. It was awesome, and we, the community, the support from the parents wanted to come out too, because, being recognized on such a big scale in Rochester, obviously, we kind of felt, important, if you will, and we just thought it was a cool opportunity. So we're very excited to be here, and most of the girls were able to make it, which is awesome, and celebrate basically one more time our great season, our accomplishment. So it's going to be a fun night.
It's awesome. It's so great for them to be recognized, all the Section 5 teams here. Frontier Field's beautiful. It's a great night, and it's an awesome way to celebrate Section 5 baseball. It's phenomenal.
My whole team would have been here, but my juniors and sophomores are playing at Dwyer tonight in a summer league game. And they already had the stadium rented and everything, so I brought my seniors, and they're all playing.
What's it like to be able to celebrate this with that group of guys on the field here in front of the community?
No, yeah, for sure. This group of guys, I don't think I could pick a better group of guys to go out and play with. I mean, I know we're done now, but at the same time, every time I went out with those guys, it was the best. I miss it. I tell everybody, even though it was a hassle going to practice every day, I miss seeing everybody's face every day, the young kids, the old kids, but it's just great going out the way we did.
Coaches and players from the 19 different teams were welcomed onto the field to be honored in front of family and friends.
It's really cool. I was a little upset we didn't get to play here for our senior exceptional all-star game, so we still kind of got the same feel coming out here today, so it was cool.
What were your first thoughts when Coach told you were going to be coming here to Frontier Field and everybody was going to get a chance to go out in the field?
I thought it was really cool. I've never really heard of anything like this. I thought it was a good chance to get everybody here that won.
The night had added meaning for the Honeoye Falls-Lima softball team, which celebrated its first sectional title.
Has it sunk in with you at all, the accomplishment there for your program?
As when the season's going on and, you're busy and practicing every day, you kind of don't get to sit back and enjoy it. So definitely with the last couple of weeks with being off a few days, it's kind of, has made us kind of sit back and realize, holy cow, we made quite some accomplishments this year. So definitely. We wanted to be able to say we were the best in Class A for Monroe County, and we knew we still had some work to do to beat Brighton. So we just kind of stayed motivated and, kept practicing hard and, got the result finally at the end there to beat Brighton and move on to regionals.
Has it sunk in what you've done there?
Yeah, it's incredible, honestly. I think last year set the tone for this year because it was our first time winning our first league title, so I think this season, like everyone on the team wanted to do more than just win leagues.
It's crazy. This is what we wanted to do all year, and it's just amazing to think that we could actually pull it off because we worked so hard to get here. Softball at our school has never really gotten much publicity before, but like now everybody knows who we are and everybody congratulates us in the hallways, and it's a lot of fun.
The Batavia Blue Devils baseball team had a chance to relish their first sectional title this century.
Is it sunk in yet what you guys accomplished?
Yeah, it's definitely sunk in now. I'm just very happy how the season went. You know, had a great group of guys. Senior leadership was definitely there, and I'm just really happy that I could be a part of something as big as that, winning, you know, our first section title since 1998. So it's very special to me.
To be so close so many times, it was very surreal to great group of kids, and to finally get that first one. And probably the biggest thrill I had was all the outreach of my former players and other coaches that contacted me and said, nice, finally, you know. So it was pretty sweet.
Gananda advanced to the New York State semifinals for the first time in program history.
I mean, from the sectional side, we just got hot and we just started hitting the ball really, really well. And I mean, our pitching was very good for all season actually. And I don't know, we pretty much just kept rolling with it and just see how far we can actually get. And if we won states, it would be great. But sectional title and regional championship was insane. Right when we did it, pretty much sunk in for me and all of our coaches and our whole team. I mean, it was just an incredible feeling and something I wouldn't trade for the world.
The McQuaid Jesuit Knights relived their run to the state title, also a first in program history.
I mean, the emotions hit me right after the game, and actually before the game even ended, it kind of just hit me like a brick wall. But even after it's over, you're just stuck in all the pandemonium. Everybody's going nuts, and you just kind of forget like what actually is going on. But when you're spending time with a bunch of these guys outside of baseball and outside of school, and you're just sometimes everybody's just sitting there and like, dang, we really did that. Like that's a thing, and it's just crazy sometimes because. I mean, we were looking today, we ended up in the top 25 national rankings for USA Today, which was absolutely insane. With teams in Florida, like, there are so many teams that we were better, higher ranked than that have studs all over the nation, and that was just absolutely humbling that we could be putting those rankings where we were.
I mean, just the last few days, just like sitting in bed, like trying to go to sleep. Now that's all over, it's just kind of like, that's crazy. Like, we really did that. And then, like Ben was saying, when the rankings came out, I was like ecstatic. I was like, we really did that. Like, that was crazy. But I mean, it took a while, but it's starting to sink in a little bit.
Coming up next, Matt Trabold joins us for the Dunkin High School Notebook. We'll have that when the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College, returns.
Hey, did you hear that with Dunkin's Sip, Peel, Win game, you can win prizes online like money towards home improvements?
Maybe we can fix the whole
bathroom. Renovate the whole bathroom.
Come play Sip, Peel, Win at Dunkin' for your chance to win millions of prizes. America runs on Dunkin'.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again to the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College. I am Dave Yates. It is time now for the High School Notebook, brought to you by Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. And we are joined now by Matt Trabold from Channel 13, guy you see on the sidelines all over Section 5. Matt, great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Matt, high school football underway. Some great games out there. Let's talk about one between two of the biggest rivals in this area, Aquinas and McQuaid.
I mean, the magnitude of this upset was so massive. I mean, 2006, 13 years ago, was the last time that Aquinas fell to McQuaid. And it's a rivalry game, so there's a lot of hatred, and obviously it bubbles up a little bit more when you have it be so long ago. In 2006, I was a sophomore there. I remember being at that game. It was so big then, and it's so big when I was there from beginning to end this past weekend. And on top of the fact that it was so many years, it was what McQuaid lost from last year. Talk about one of the best QB wide receiver duos, Hunter Walsh, a guy who's now a D1 baseball player, and Ben Beauchamp catching passes. And a guy who's a main tight end right now, Connor Zamiera, their main ball carrier. And Pissarro, who's now, his cousin is the guy with the ball right now coming out of the backfield. And you mix in a kid, Jared Campbell, who's now at Pitt as the backup kicker. They lost so much, but they did so well. They brought up a kid in Joe Cairns. He is a dual threat horse at the quarterback position for McQuaid now. And like I said a second ago, Mark Passero was there last year. Andrew Passero is there now. He's a diminutive guy, 5'6", listed. I don't know what he is actually. Gets under tackles and then puts on the track and field afterburners. They are tough right now, and they've rebuilt so well, a lot better than I think a lot of people would have guessed out of them. And Aquinas, I think, will be fine. Manny Russell is virtually unstoppable. He has such a great route tree, and he uses his speed to beat guys and get separation all over the field. Some new names in there. I think they're going to be just fine. But that was a huge upset, and it was fun to watch just as a sports fan.
How about the atmosphere? Playing at Frontier Field, what was that like?
I think it was very, very impressive. You talk about the near side of the stands there at Frontier Field were almost entirely filled. And I think it was very good. You didn't see a lot of security issues. I don't think any. And you had maroon next to black and gold all over the place. So I think it was a very positive atmosphere on top of that. It was very interesting. They had the student section for McQuaid, Simpa Society, very well known. They were right there by the Aquinas bench. So I think for the most part, everything stayed positive, and it was a great atmosphere, very loud. And I think it really added to the atmosphere overall, both on the field too.
Really quick, what are some of the other takeaways? What are the other things to look for after the early goings in Section 5?
I think Greece Arcadia. They played Irondequoit. Irondequoit lost a lot from last year, but it was very impressive what they did. And Cayman Crumity, their running back, has been one of the elite running backs in Section 5 for a few years now. But I think what makes them go from pleasant surprise last year to legit sectional title contender this year is Brian Chernitsky. He had his moments last year as a freshman starting quarterback, but he's so much more poised as a sophomore this year.
We're back with more of the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College, right after this. Coming up next, the Making the Grade nominee with Kyle O'Gara, and later, on the links for another great event from the summer. We'll have that when the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College, returns.
Welcome back, and thank you for watching the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College. Hit the ground running at alfredstate.edu. I'm Kyle O'Gara. Wegmans is a proud supporter of Making the Grade, which highlights the accomplishments of Section 5 student athletes on and off the playing field. Making the Grade this week is Our Lady of Mercy junior Kristyn Johnson. Kristyn is a co-captain of the Mercy lacrosse team and has been a starter on the team for 3 years. Since the 2017 season, Kristyn has racked up an impressive 68 goals, 53 assists, and 108 draw controls. Her athletic accomplishments don't stop there, as Kristyn has made both the Section 5 All-Tournament team in 2017 and the Section 5 All-Independent team in 2018. Off the field, Kristyn has made an academic scholarship role every year since 2014. This week, Kristyn Johnson is making the grade. If you have a student in mind for our Making the Grade segment, we want your nominations. Send them into mtg@rocksportsnow.com. And now, here's Dave with the McArdle Section 5 Spotlight.
Well, thanks, Kyle. Here are some of the athletes, teams, and coaches making news in this week's Section 5 Spotlight, brought to you by McArdle's in Fairport. Come home to McArdle's. Former Pittsford men in baseball star Danny Mendick is now a major leaguer, debuting this month with the Chicago White Sox, and Danny wasted no time collecting 2 hits in his first game and hitting his first home run last weekend against the Angels. Congrats to Irondequoit's Emma Sheehan, who tallied her 2,000th career assist for the defending Section 5 girls volleyball champs in their opening win against Churchville Chi-Li. Greece Athena's Atman Belsin scored his 36th career goal for the Trojans, making him their all-time leading scorer. The senior scored his 3rd goal of the season in a 3-0 victory over Greece Arcadia. And finally, Rush Henrietta grad Joseph Ortiz crossed the 2,000 career yards receiving mark last week versus Hobart, catching 8 passes for 85 yards. Ortiz needs just 8 more receptions to become the all-time leader in catches at Rockport. Up next, some Section 5 golfers get to play with the pros at Brookley. We'll have that story when the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College, returns.
Came now to Eichel. He floated one.
Well, welcome back, and thanks once again for joining us on the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College. I'm Dave Yates. This segment is brought to you by the Injury Free Coalition and our friends at Leo's Bakery and Deli. Please remember to always wear your seatbelt in the front and back seats and to focus only on driving when behind the wheel of a car. This message courtesy of the Injury-Free Coalition for Kids Smart Teen Driving Program and our friends at Leo's Bakery and Deli. The Symetra Tour came to Rochester for the Danielle Downey Classic this summer, and to kick off the week's activities, a Pro-Am tournament, teaming some of Section 5's top golfers with a Tour Pro.
The future of women's golf Pro-Am, a dream of the late Danielle Downey. It was the opening event of the 2019 Danielle Downey Credit Union Classic. Section 5 golfers getting a chance to play around with pros from the Symetra Tour.
Yeah, it's a really amazing experience, especially being so young, to play with someone who's so experienced. And I'm just learning a lot, and I'm really happy that I'm able to do this.
What's it like to be part of an event like this?
It's really exciting, and I love meeting all of the pros. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and these are beautiful women, too. I got to do it last year, too, and they're just amazing people.
Tournament chair Mike Vidala made the Pro-Am a priority.
You know, when you're a kid, you have certain experiences, that you remember your whole life, and these kids will remember this one their whole life. There's no price tag on that, there's no monetary value to that. That's just something that these kids are going to come out here and they'll talk about the day they played with so-and-so, and that's what makes it so special. It's really an awesome day.
What was your reaction when they told you were going to be a part of this event?
I was really excited, to meet someone who's been playing on, tours and stuff. So, yeah, it was excitement.
Can you put into words how important this whole event is for you as an individual?
It's incredibly important because I'm able to play with such competitive golfers and really experience that before I head out to college, which is good. So
Pros enjoyed the opportunity to provide the next generation of golfers with a chance to learn the game.
That's why most of us are out here, so that more younger girls pick up the game and want to go to college and want to play on events like this. And it's actually my first Symetra event, so to be able to do it with a high school girl is just amazing because I was there one time. So it's amazing to help her, give her advice, and just exchange connections so that we can help each other.
Sit down. Get in the hole. Oh! I can't believe you misread that.
I absolutely love it. When Mike told me, hey, we're having a Pro-Am, we're playing with some high school students, high school players, I said, that's awesome. I absolutely love it. Micah, she's absolutely great. She's a great player and super nice girl, so I'm very excited.
Fatima teamed up with Webster Thomas's Micah McDonald for the afternoon.
What have you seen from Micah in this half around here with her that has shown you that she's going to be quite a player in the future?
She's actually very mature on the golf course. She knows her way around. She's a very good player. She hits it very far as well, which is always an advantage. So just her game in general is really good. I really like it. Hits the ball pretty high, some spin on it, which is always a plus, of course. She'll be able to stop it in some hard greens. So very good player.
What have you picked up in just this half around?
That your wedge game is probably the most important. I mean, I've known that, but she's really showed it because she's within 5 feet every time, and it shows me what I really need to work on.
What have you seen that she's picked up on already?
Her driving is unbelievable. I asked her, what's your strengths? What do you think you need to work on? She said her chipping, and I mean, we haven't had to chip much because she hits the green every time, but I mean, I think her putting, she's helped the team out so much, her putting and everything. There's so much there that I see potential that has a really good future.
The week also included a celebrity scramble, as well as a women's forum before the tournament play even started.
What's it like to finally, for you personally, what's it like to be at this point?
Well, one of my committee members said last night, tomorrow we're going to have a golf tournament whether we're ready or not. And I think I heard that and I was like, he's right. I'm going to stop stressing. I'm going to start enjoying myself. And at this point now, this is what we did all the work for, and all the smiles, all the friends that we're seeing that we haven't seen in a year or 6 months, or depending on the last time you were at an event. It's just fun. And even the local people, the sponsors that come in to play the Pro-Ams and come in to watch, and we see them. These are people I don't see every day. So for me, it's a big party. It's a big social event. I have a lot of fun here. And I think everyone does. And it's really a good feeling. I feel really good right now.
From Brooklyn Country Club, this is the High School Sports Beat, brought to you by Alfred State College.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, especially Alfred State College, for making this Sports Beat possible. We'd also like to thank the athletes, teams, and coaches in Section 5. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.